What's up today, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to cover the top 5 attacks at Town Hall 14 for Legends and for War. We're going to go into detail on some of these attacks and show you guys popular bases that you see in War and Legends very often. These attacks are in no specific order on what's the best, and they're just my personal opinion on the top 5 attacks that I think are currently the strongest at Town Hall 14. Obviously, each attack strategy has different variations, and we will cover that as we talk about these attacks in the video. If you guys like today's video, smash that like button for me. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notification bells so you know when these videos are coming. We'll get right into the action. Alright guys, first attack on the list. Obviously, like I said, this list is in no specific order at all, but it's just any variation of Hydra. Hydra is a very strong combination as a spam attack at Town Hall 14 in the air. It's very, very overpowered in my opinion. I don't think it's quite S tier. I think the last 4 attacks are S tier that we're going to cover, but this is probably A+ at best. And there's a ton of different variations of Hydra. You have Clone Hydra, you have this Hydra where you got baby Inferno dragons with it as well. I even showed you guys Blizzard Hydra in an attack video before. You don't even have to use clones, you can just use rages and freezes. You can use skeleton traps with it. You can use all freezes and 1 rage for the blimp. There's a lot of different variations of this attack. It's very, very strong overall, and it can just absolutely destroy bases in under 2 minutes. Usually, it's just very, very quick triples. And this is a base that you guys probably see a lot in Legends League or War, and we've covered this base before. It can get 1 stars. This is Itsu's base. Very, very good base builder. If you guys haven't seen Itsu, check him out. He's very impressive. I love watching him and Lexnos on YouTube because they have a lot of good insight on attacking and defenses. But we're going to use the King and the Queen at 12 o'clock and the Electro Dragon at 3 o'clock for funneling. And then we're going to push in with the main army, the Warden, and I always like dropping the RC with it as well, just to get that extra punch going through the base. I don't really like using the RC as cleanup on this style attack. And then obviously we're going to find the Tornado Trap on top of the Town Hall because this style base usually has that. But one important aspect that I will tell you about this attack, if you are not using clones, you have to have that Dragon Rider in there in the Clan Castle blimp in order to get this Town Hall down, just in case, you know, for whatever reason your loons get, you know, quadruple air bomb and they all go down, or if they get stuck in a tornado trap and they all go down. As you can see, that's what happened with my balloons. But the Dragon Rider finished off that Town Hall very, very easily because it's not going to get distracted by other things. We've talked about this before. If you have a normal dragon in there, it's going to get distracted by skeleton traps. It's going to get distracted by heroes. Anything that attacks it, it's going to get the focus off the Town Hall, and it's going to go directly to whatever troops attacking it. But if you have that Dragon Rider in there, that Dragon Rider is going to be fully focused on whatever defense is near it, and that always is going to be the Town Hall. So you can see that Dragon Rider underneath the rage easily finished that attack. Alright, the second attack we're going to cover today is the Baby Inferno Dragon Spam. This attack is extremely strong. Even with the nerf to the Baby Dragons and the Dragon Riders, I still think this attack is very valuable. You can use it on a lot of different style bases. This base is 2 multi-target Infernos, but if you see a base that has 3 single-target Infernos in War, you could just absolutely smash attacks using this style attack because the multi-target Infernos will target, I think it's 6 now of your baby dragons, and they'll melt them pretty quickly. But if you got the single target Infernos going with the skeletons, you don't even have to worry about the Inferno towers at all. So we're going to have 12 baby dragons. We're going to have 2 Dragon Riders just coming through helping with the main defenses. I like to bring zaps in this style attack. That way I could zap out the air sweeper because we want to use an early Warden normally on this attack. So if we zap out that air sweeper, it allows us to use an early Warden with the blimp to get that to the Town Hall. So we always bring 2 zaps. In my opinion, that's what I like to bring, so I can get rid of that air sweeper that's pointed the opposite, the opposite direction or towards where I'm going to bring the army. So we're going to start right away with the Electro Dragon at 9 o'clock on this style base because I want to get The 2 Inferno towers that are multi, and then the Eagle Artillery and the Queen. They're all over in this section. So that's kind of my main focus of why I attack from this side of the base. So I got the Electro Dragon and the King and the Queen to funnel, and then the main army right down the middle. Got the Warden down early, and then I'm going to use the Warden ability early to get this blimp all the way to the Town Hall, and then also protect my baby dragons as I get through these multi-target Infernos. So as you can see, we take down that Town Hall very easily. Going to use the Royal Champion at the top side of the base just to funnel out the rest of these defenses for the Dragon Riders and the Infernos, and then also take down this Expo, or not the Expo, the air defense. That way they don't have to worry about the air defense at all. I had to use my Queen ability, but it's not really that big of a deal. Still have quite a bit of Inferno babies alive. Got a Dragon Rider still going. Still have this Electro Dragon that was funneling live through the entire attack, which is awesome because he does some crazy chain value at the end of attacks. And this Archer Queen is going to pick up that air defense, and then it's all clean up from here. Still got some troops alive. Got one of the baby, or the Dragon Riders. Got one baby Inferno Dragon left. Still got the Electro Dragon that we used to funnel the Queen and the Warden. So as you can see, you know, it's either going to be an overpowering smashing triple, or you're going to really get down all the major defenses. Now, if those were 2 single target Infernos instead of multi-target Infernos, I think I have a lot more dragons live through the majority of this attack, but we did lose some at the beginning of the attack due to those being multi-target Infernos. Alright, this next attack, we're going to stick with the Dragon Riders, but this is Queen Charge Dragon Riders. In my opinion, this is probably one of the strongest Queen Charges. Obviously, there are a lot of different options. You got Queen Charge Hybrid on the ground. You got Queen Charge Lalo, which on the right base is probably one of the strongest attacks in the game. And then obviously Queen Charge Dragon Riders. This is kind of an isolated Town Hall style base. So show you guys my thought process on this, but having the Queen Charge, if you can execute a Queen Charge at Town Hall 14, it is very, very strong. You can absolutely just carve out a base for funneling purposes and pathing for the rest of your attack. This is kind of a weird base, so I believe I Queen Charge from the north. I used my King over at 9 o'clock, I believe, with the Royal Champion just to carve out that portion of the base. And then I think I actually bring my Dragon Riders in from 1:30 to 3 o'clock with the blimp on the Town Hall, which allows my Queen to just push down to the south of the base and finish off the rest. But we're going to Queen Charge, like I said, at 12 o'clock and get up on the King and the Eagle Artillery compartment. That way we can get that down very quickly. The King can really slow down air attacks, so the quicker we can get him down, you know, we don't have to worry about him. So pop a Rage early just to keep her at full health, and then I use a Headhunter just to get that King down pretty quickly. Going to use a Sneaky Goblin over on the right side and a Wizard to help funnel the Queen down into the Eagle compartment. And then we're going to use another Wall Breaker just to kind of give her access to most of everything in this portion of the base. Unfortunately, I can't use another Wall Breaker to get in to this main compartment, which would be awesome, where she could reach the Town Hall, because all these other walls are blocked off. So I'm going to use another Wall Breaker over on the left side at 9 o'clock, because I believe that's where I'm going to put the King down and push in on this portion of the base as well. Queen's going to have to fight the enemy Queen, so I had to use a freeze, unfortunately, but then I invest another Rage just to get her back to full health. She gets down the enemy Queen. Going to use the King over at 9 o'clock to push into this compartment with the Royal Champion as well. That way I could just get down all these defenses. I put the King down a tank for the Royal Champion, and then I'm going to use my balloons to find Seeking Air Mines for the Dragon Riders, and then get all the Dragon Riders down with the Warden. Used an early Warden ability to keep these guys topped off. I do end up losing one right away, which is unfortunate because I only have 5 in this attack. Then I'm going to use a Rage on top of the Town Hall. I got a Dragon Rider, an extra one in that blimp. Like I said, it's 1 Dragon Rider, 4 balloons, but those raged up balloons, 4 of them will take down that Town Hall as long as they don't get, you know, disturbed or anything. Gonna have that invisibility spell just in case I need it for a single target Inferno. So I put it down on top of the World Champion. She's gonna take down the Tesla. I'm gonna pop her ability to destroy the other 4 Teslas and get this single Inferno to where it's only 2 shots for her to take it down very easily. And at this point, we're just cleaning up the rest of the base because there's really nothing left. Got the minions down to clean up some of the outside buildings. I still have, I believe, what, 1 Dragon Rider lived through this, but that Queen Charge is going to take down the majority of these bases if you get a good, solid Queen Charge. And I have all 4 heroes still alive, 1 or 2 Dragon Riders, and then the cleanup troops. So kind of just dissecting these bases a little bit, trying to figure out where you can get the most value. I pathed that entire 12 to 9 compartment with the Queen Charge, the King, and the RC, and then I just used the Dragon Riders and Warden with the blimp from about, you know, the 3 o'clock compartment to the 6 o'clock compartment, that area, you know, the 1:30 to 3 all the way down through after I got the huge pathing value with the Queen Charge and the double hero Sui. Alright, this next attack, we got the ground attack, the only one that made the list in my opinion, and it's still the strongest ground attack in the game, which is PeWiWi. It's just very strong overall still, that you could just push through these opposite side bases and get a ton of value with the P.E.K.K.A.s and the Super Wizards and just absolutely destroy these bases after even using a Warden Walk that normally takes about 45 seconds. So we'll get into this. We're going to start a ground Warden Walk on this style attack always, just because we want to pick up pathing for these P.E.K.K.A.s and Super Wizards, and then also if you can get a multi-target or Inferno, or even better yet, the Eagle Artillery, that is just huge value with this Warden Walk. You know, I probably could have tried to get the Town Hall on this, but I don't like starting the Warden Walk on the Town Hall, even though you don't have to deal with the poison. But I have a blimp just in case. I didn't really want to bring... I'm not a huge fan of the log launcher, but on certain bases the log launcher does work. I think more centralized Town Halls, the log launcher works a little better, but having the super wall breakers and the jump spell, you can get access to the backside of this base very, very easily and not have to worry about it. So after we pick up the Eagle, we're going to start the other side funnel, which is the King and the 3 Witches, just to push in and pick up that entire outside part of the base. They're going to get the P.E.K.K.A.s going with the Queen, and then the Super Wizards right behind it. I always like to wait a second on the Super Wizards, just because I don't want to get a giant bomb to get, you know, massive damage off on them if it's not necessary. So I'm going to super wall break into this compartment and then use this jump spell that gave me access to this entire backside of this base, essentially. And it's going to force these troops to go up in there instead of coming down to this part of the base, which I can use my Royal Champion for in a second. So the Super Wizards are going to push up with the P.E.K.K.A. I'm going to rage up again, get a freeze down and a poison on these clan castle troops because I don't want major damage coming through. And then here in a second, we're going to use this ward ability as soon as that Town Hall activates, just to protect all of these troops as they push through this base. And then in this style attack, I use Yetis no matter what, just in case I have to use a log launcher or a siege barracks. But the Yeti bomb with the blimp is very strong. It's going to take down that Town Hall every time. I got the Royal Champion started at about 4:30, and she's going to pick up the rest of these defenses over here. And the whole base is just carved. You can see there's nothing left. Still got a P.E.K.K.A. and a Super Wizard alive. They're going to clean up. They're going to basically swap sides with the Royal Champion. She's going to go pick up all these defenses. And the P.E.K.K.A. and Super Wizard are going to pick up everything on this opposite side. Still got the Queen alive with her ability. Didn't even really need the Royal Champion ability, but we're just going to use it just for time's sake to just get this attack done quicker. But you know, after the Warden Walk that took 45 seconds, the rest of this attack just absolutely destroys bases. It's a lot going on at once, but when the P.E.K.K.A.s and the Super Wizards get under rage, they just start destroying things. These Super Wizards can do the chain value, pick up a lot of defenses and buildings very, very quickly, and then the P.E.K.K.A.s are going to one-shot a lot of defenses under rage as well. But I always bring a blimp, a siege barracks, and a log launcher, because depending on the base, you can use a siege barracks and give you an extra P.E.K.K.A. and wizards on the ground and then Yetis on the back half. Or the log launcher on certain bases, you could really pick up a lot of value with the log launcher going into the base. You could use a log launcher on this style attack. On this style base, I just prefer to use the blimp. and I did wait on the Warden ability as long as possible. That way I can make sure that blimp got to the Town Hall, and I could protect a lot of my troops as they entered that heavy hitting defense section portion of the base. Alright, the final attack strategy on my list is just Lalo in general. Whether you're using Sui Lalo, Queen Charge Lalo, or Blizzard Lalo, in my personal opinion, and I will put a number behind this one, Lalo is the #1 attack in Clash of Clans for Legends League or War. Overall, it is just a very strong attack. If you look back at this past month's qualifiers, Lalo just absolutely destroyed hit rate wise. I think Sui Lalo was 10 for 11 on triples, which is over 90% on hit rate, which is just absolutely insane considering Sui Lalo is probably the strongest attack to execute in the game. But when you do execute it properly, it is huge value overall. So on this style attack with Blizzard Lalo, we obviously have the 4 invisibility spells. I like to bring an Earthquake just because the Earthquake can help me avoid some things with the blimp value. You know, not letting my Super Wizards get destroyed by a bomb tower, for an example. But on this style base with this heavy compartment right here, it is very, very hard to pick up value with your Wizards and the invisibilities entering any portion of the space, except for maybe right here on top of this single target Inferno. So kind of just knowing your bases, doing a lot of friendly challenges. After I attacked this base a couple times, I tried to land on top of this bomb tower, tried to land on top of this bomb tower using the Earthquake and the blimp, and it just didn't work for me. So I decided to, you know, do a Sui from this side of the base and use the blimp and try to get the blimp to the single target Inferno, essentially. So I'm going to use the Sneaky Goblins just to pick up funneling purposes on that top portion of the base. Got the Ice Golem for in front of the Sui. Usually in Blizzard Lalo, you're going to use the Blizzard first and then Sui afterwards. But we're going to use the Sui with the Ground Warden, actually, to push through this portion of the base. And then I'm going to use the blimp behind the Ground Warden and use the Warden ability early on the heroes and the blimp to try to get this blimp all the way to that single target Inferno and the scatter shots where I want to be to get this Town Hall down very easily, hopefully, and get a huge portion of this base carved out. Didn't get my King, but I got the Yak underneath the Warden ability. So you can see we're going to get this blimp all the way where I want it. Going to find the Tornado Trap, but I'm going to rage up and use the invisibilities to keep my Super Wizards protected. They're going to pick up the Queen and both scatter shots and the Town Hall before they ultimately go down, and they're going to pick up a couple of the builder huts while they're building each other back up. And then I got the King coming in with his ability. I'm going to drop this Earthquake down because I noticed that that single target Inferno was damaged, so I actually pick up the single target Inferno with the Earthquake. So at this point, yes, we use the Warden. That is super scary, okay? But my Barbarian King is going to pick up this multi. He will finish that. I still have my Queen up, and she still has her ability, and I haven't even started my attack. All the Infernos are down. All of the air defenses are down. Really, all we have left is the enemy King, the Warden, and 3 Expos that we really have to worry about for Lalo purposes. I still have 3 haste spells, 3 free spells left, and I have Headhunters for the Barbarian King, so we're not going to have to really worry about that. So at this point, the Lava Hounds aren't even going to really get destroyed because they're going to target the closest defense and right in front of the Loons. So they're just going to tank for the Loons the entire time. And, I mean, it's basically clean up Lalo at this point because the Sui took out this entire portion of the base, and then the Blizzard took out this entire portion of the base. So we're just going to have to use these Lava Hounds and Balloons and basically push through the rest of this attack. So I'm going to drop down a bunch of Loons once this Tesla farm is found and just get all these picked up just to get these Loons to push through and get the Warden and the Expos. Can I basically just drop all the freezes down and haste down just to push these through really quickly. And you can see there's no more defenses left at this point. So we just got to clean up the storages. So definitely, depending on what bases you're attacking in Legends League, you can really pick up some huge value with changing up the attack and maybe attacking from a side you don't normally attack from. You guys, I never do a full Sui with the Ground Warden before I push into a base. But that just shows you how strong Lalo can be. Definitely flexible on certain things, other than, you know, certain other attacks. But that was basically Lalo cleanup. So, but it shows you how strong this attack can be overall. Blizzard is a very strong Lalo. You can Blizzard the Town Hall and pick up some huge value, and then Sui behind it, and then Lalo in general is just a very strong attack overall. You can see how they just sweep through bases and pick up a lot of value very, very quickly. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. As always, appreciate you guys stopping in on an everyday basis and supporting the channel. Had a sweet video for you guys today showing you guys the top 5 attack strategies at Town Hall 14 in my personal opinion to help you guys pick up 3 stars in Legends League or War with these army compositions. If you guys missed yesterday's video, we had a video showing 8 attacks in Legends League using 2-clone Hydra and just how strong this attack can be. If you guys like today's video, smash that like button for me. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notification bells so you know when these videos are coming. We'll catch you next time.